Okay, today we're looking at what I call trial and error. I'm going to start with a song. Holy Spirit, move me now. Make my life whole again. Spirit, move over me. Spirit, move over me. I think we really need to be very sensitive to the Spirit of God. And I want to give an account. I want to also look at a particular account in Scripture. I was someone that went on to become a mighty prophet, mightily used of God. First Samuel chapter 3, verse 6. Again, the Lord called Samuel, and Samuel got up and went to Eli and said, "Here I am, you called me." My son, Eli said, "I did not call. Go back and lie down." So this is someone that went on to become a great prophet. So we do not need to neglect or ignore the days of small beginnings. So this was a trial and error process. When he was called by God, the Lord stood and called him. He went to Eli thinking that it was Eli that had called him, until the prophet was actually able to direct him. And he went on to, anoint Saul, David, lots of things mightily used of God. So I just want to bring out the fact that even in our walk with God, because God is still leading and directing, as many as are led by the Spirit, that is children of God. You want to be someone that is listening to God. Sometimes God speaks in different ways. It could be in your dreams. If you wake up and you discover that the things that you saw in your dreams are actually coming to pass, you know that, this is how God speaks to me. Sometimes you might be going in a particular direction and you hit your leg and you realize that maybe I need to turn back. Or that might actually be the opposite. Maybe you really need to proceed. It's the enemy that is trying to stop you. So there's a trial and error process that involves being led by the Spirit. So until you begin to have a firm assurance that this is how God is leading me, sometimes it is through the word of God. As you read, you get an impression, but everybody needs to be led, because this is critical. It gives you strategic advantage in every area, whether it's in your secular endeavor or in the ministry. You need to be someone that is sensitive to what God is doing, but there's room for mistake, particularly at the beginning. And even for you to keep improving, sometimes you might get it wrong, but eventually, through a trial and error process, you're able to get it right. And then you can also be used mightily of God to advance his kingdom.